Chicago celebrates 29 years on Broadway this year, and this episode of the Broadway Show is all about it. I'm Tamsen Fadal. It's going to be a fun one because Chicago is one of my favorite musicals of all time, and I'm so excited to share it with you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to see a story of murder, greed, corruption, violence, exploitation, adultery, and treachery. All the things that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Thank you.
I actually had a chance to make my one-night-only guest appearance on stage.
Give 'em the old razzle-dazzle.
And you might not realize this, but even in a small part, just for one night, it takes a lot of work to get ready. I brought our cameras with me when I went into the rehearsal room, and it was a blast.
Let's have you step this way, boom, boom. We're gonna go opposite each other.
Obviously, I'm so amazed by everything that we just did. But, you know, I've interviewed a couple of the stars, obviously, that you have trained and done the training outside of, I just never understood that you did it off the stage in a studio like this, and then they come on and it might be one or two times with the rest of the cast. Is that right?
We do sort of a put-in with their people, but we do, like I would say half and half on stage so that people can really get used to the space, and then be in a mirror, because mirror is you know, foundational in terms of how do you get to see yourself and you get to see the other person, like, so that they get to see what I'm doing and learn both visually and on their own bodies, see what they're doing. So that we know that we're in the same world. Because we
did it without music first, right?
Without music,
Nothing, just like
set up the structure,
beats. And then we have the music and it counts it out.
It's the same way that we work marrying dance with their songs. Because you're doing it all at the same time. So we're not always doing everything at the same time. Learn the dance, learn the music, and then put it together.
If someone doesn't know Fosse, what is Fosse? Like, describe it in words,
so, Fosse is a lot about isolation. There's this wonderful use of the floor. You'll see a lot of the times we're down. But also elbows, wrists, hands. There's all this wonderful articulation through the joints and isolation. So we're not necessarily this huge dancing. It's pulled in and contained movement. People think they come in for an audition and they think, oh, this is easy. It's just, and they're like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah, I think I remember it all. I don't know.
Amazing. No,
I don't know if I remember it all,
no, but it's already amazing. Okay. It's already amazing.
You're amazing.
But that was just day one. Then the real work began. I headed to the Ambassador Theater for a full day of rehearsal, including my opening monologue.
You're about to see a story of murder, greed, corruption.
There's intrigue in each one of those, and I always say, pick one that's your favorite.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Violence, exploitation, adultery, and treachery. You always seem to have a little bit of something different going on because you all are one of the shows, big shows, willing to move people in and out along with so many members of the cast.
We do. We change principals fairly regularly. There's pros and cons to everything. What I love about that, though, is that you kind of are always getting a fresh take on the show. This show never gets stale because everybody has to listen all the time, because 6 weeks later you may have a different Roxy and they say things differently, so you really have to pay attention.
What do you think makes this such a timeless show? You're coming up on 29 years in November.
There is something about the show that I think is almost more timely now. Its comments, the way social media has come into our world. While this show doesn't deal with social media, it does deal a lot with your 15 minutes of fame. And some of those things are universal, but we feel it more in a way that the disconnect from society, but also the longing to connect, any human being can relate to.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Ooh, I came too soon.
No, that was perfect, because then you'll be in time to do your bum, bum. And step, 2,
3, 4.
And boom, beat and feather
All right, so now we're officially inside the theater on the stage. This feels different. It feels different.
It does. It's nice to be in the actual space.
It does. There's steps too.
Well, there's a lot for you to deal with here, but you're handling it beautifully. You're navigating all of those levels. I love your musicality. I like how you're hearing, literally every phrase that we're doing, linking it to the next one. That's not an easy thing to do.
We were talking earlier about there's just no other show like this. I mean, I really do believe that in my heart. Like, there's no other show like it.
There's no other show for triple threat, performers like Chicago. It is us.
Yeah.
There's, you're seeing us in the show. Yeah. We're not hidden by anything. So we are having to bring the essence of Fosse and this great storytelling for 1,100 people. It's an intimate house, actually.
Is it 1,100?
It's 1,100, but it is not, for Broadway, theaters. It's not huge.
Right. For me, it's going to be huge. For me, it'll be huge. Can you go through what's back here and who we have?
This is actually Velma.
Oh, that's great.
Velma lives in rollers every night.
Yep.
To get her waves in. This is our new mama.
Nice.
She's going in on Monday.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
All the wigs are human hair.
Yeah.
They're built for the performers that are wearing them.
Okay.
So they have their own hairlines, highlights that we want them to have, and we bring out the best that we can for them.
That's great.
This is
amazing.
This is one of the new Roxy understudies. So as you can see, she's different.
Yeah.
She's got the little period curls.
Yeah.
And this is actually the performer's hair color. So we built this to match her hair color.
Okay, what do you think?
This is great. You look super sexy. You feel good?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered. I have one more thing. Do you want to take a look at one more thing?
Yeah. We tried on 2 costumes. We settled on one. You already had your mindset on one.
Well, this looks more like you. Like you have this similar attitude.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Can you show me some of the different ones you have here? I mean, I know we saw the pants, right?
Sure.
We did the pants.
There's 2 different fishnet bodysuit looks.
Okay.
One is the Caitlin Carter, named for the original who wore it. And she's just a panty and a bra. The bra's got some applique on it, some PVC, kind of like your shoes, so there's like a little shine to it. And then the Denise Faye has a shawl to it.
Okay.
So it kind of ties it because Denise was kind of, like a shawl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's one called the Liza look, and that's kind of based on the Liza in Cabaret. We do that a lot with the hair and stuff too. Like a lot of times there's like a Gwen Verdon hair look, or like a long ponytail that's based on the Rich Man's Frug.
Yeah.
The clothes are really like 30s in that they're like pinstriped and checks for the men's, but they're also like dance pants, and they're from the Fosse period, so they're a bell bottom, right? So it's lots of little things that mix it all together.
Give 'em the old razzle-dazzle, razzle-dazzle.
And that all, of course, led to my Broadway return on stage at America's longest-running musical, Chicago.
And the reaction will be passionate. Give 'em the old hocus-pocus, bead and feather 'em.